CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
We're continuing our coverage about the Title IX policies in the Cal State University system, and more specifically, the culture at Fresno State when it comes to reporting sexual harassment.
CBS 47's Medeiros Babb sat down with the president of Fresno State to talk about 6 new positions with the hope of addressing mistrust.
Joining me is Fresno State President Saul Jimenez Sandoval. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a difficult topic, but we've been talking about it for those who are not familiar for the last couple of years since that USA Today article did come out talking about the harassment complaints against VP of Student Affairs Frank Lamas and everything that happened since then. It ultimately led to this task force at Fresno State where you guys are looking to address some of the things that went wrong. So can you speak about how that task force is going?
Sure. So the task force that I created developed or evolved into an implementation task force that is connecting directly with the Chancellor's office as well. We have hired 6 positions, and these 6 positions are now going to have a leader. This leader is going to lead a division that is going to focus on 2 primary elements. Number 1, we are going to address very effectively any complaints or any issues that are coming our way, and in doing so, we are going to support the persons involved in the process as well with mental health counseling, also with other resources along the way. Number 2, we are going to effectively launch a very concerted, intentional campaign on educating our community.
And just a month ago from the Assembly Committee on Higher Education, they talked about mistrust and the feeling of mistrust at campuses. And obviously you have these reports coming out about Frank Lamas and then also about Castro. How do you regain trust in the community, but also of your students, which is really important for these campuses?
You know, my mother, God rest her soul, used to say to me, trust is like a plant. You have to water it continuously. You have to take care of it continuously. You can't just water it once and then that's it, forget about it. Trust is a process of building trust over the years and building trust over actions that are concrete. The actions that we've taken at Fresno State with the 6 positions that are coming on board right now are quite solid. And they're solid not because we have the positions, they're solid because we have a plan. The plan is to process, to react, and to be proactive about it, and then at the same time to educate. And educating is actually quite important in the grander scheme of things. We often speak about Title IX. What is Title IX? What is the HR, right? But then aside from that, what if the case does not amount to Title IX, sexual harassment? What if the case does not amount to discrimination or harassment or retaliation, DHR, right? What if it's a microaggression? What if it's a macroaggression? What if somebody yells at somebody else, but that the words are not technically offensive, but it's a macroaggression? What do we do with these areas that are not within the jurisdiction of either Title IX, sexual harassment, or the DHR? We have to document them. We have to educate people as to, no, that is not appropriate behavior. No, we want you to be accountable. We want you to be diplomatic in your ask. We want you to be patient. We want you to work together, right? With all of this, then what we have is a system that is holistic in its approach. We're not just going to deal with the major issues that really sound the alarm, red alarm, right? No, we want to deal with the macroaggressions, the microaggressions at the beginning so that we can create a culture of accountability and a culture of information of how is it that we want to treat each other and how is it that we want to support each other moving along this path of educating our public, educating our valley. We produce 6,200 degrees a year. 80% stay in our region. 80%. So 80% more leaders on an annual basis. We want those leaders coming out of Fresno State to be fully in tune with what is an appropriate relationship at work. How do we professionally deal with each other when there's a disagreement? And then how do we say to each other, we agree to disagree. However, the greater mission of Fresno State is to educate. It's to empower our youth. It's to empower these leaders who come to us and then become the heart and soul of what the Central Valley represents in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it's a difficult conversation, but it's so important for people at home to know.
I'm very pleased to do it, and I'm very pleased to be at Fresno State.
And for you at home, if you would like to find out more information, you can head over to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. We'll be right back after this.